And what a name it was, 25-3 in 1978. Talk about that season a little bit. And I talked to Bucky Dent, and he said it's that one-game playoff against the Red Sox and all the World Series games he played in, he never felt so much pressure as he did in that one-game playoff.
Well, everybody agrees that. It was probably the most nerve-wracking game I've ever been a part of. I never got nervous pitching. I wasn't nervous while I was pitching. I got nervous after I came out of the game because you don't have any say anymore, and it's out of your hands. It's all up to somebody else. But all my teammates were telling me just sitting down watching the game on the bench was nerve-wracking. Like if we were hitting and they were watching their teammates hit, they were nervous because they wanted them to hit, drive in a run, get a big hit, do something. Guys that didn't play in the game couldn't sit still and watch it. They'd walk up and down. When I came out of the game, when I went to ice my shoulder down after the 7th inning, when I was in the clubhouse, there was 6 or 7 players. They said, I can't watch it in the dugout. I'll watch it on TV. It was just nerve-wracking. And Bucky was right. It's the most nerve-wracking game I think we ever had the privilege to play in.
And finally, you've had an incredible career, 651 winning percentage. What's the greatest moment you take from your illustrious career?
Well, I always said, the games were great and everything, but I can remember like yesterday, that first day that I walked into the stadium and I saw Yankee Stadium, because I walked through the press gate, I walked through the concourse, and I walked out to the main aisle that right behind home plate, and that was my first look at the stadium. I had chills that I carried with me every day that I'd walk in and when I'd go see it, because every day I walked in and I went to see it. I just remember how much of an impact it had made, and it imprinted your mind with a scene, and I've never lost it. And I remember every time walking there, every day just to go see it, I got the same chills. But that was the biggest thing for me, was the first time I ever saw it inside, all the green grass. You saw the dugout. One of the things I noticed was center field was 430, and you're going like, wow, I can pitch here.
Some shot.
Yeah, I can pitch here. And as a starter, a lot of times that's how I pitched a lot of my games. I threw fastballs just right over the outside part of the plate, to left or right-handed hitters. Here, try to hit the ball out center field. And if you hit it, I tip my cap to you. But you got to hit it 430. That's a poke to get it out of there. And I just remembered how beautiful that scene was when I saw it for the first time.
How hard was it for you to retire finally in 1989?
Well, nobody likes to retire, but, I had come back from a shoulder surgery. I was still able to pitch. I didn't retire because I couldn't. There were things going on at the time, and New York wanted to make a trade for another pitcher, and they wanted me to stay in AAA, and I didn't want to. I didn't think that I needed to. So, my only options was, I could retire. I asked to be a free agent, but they didn't want to do that. And so I just told them, I said, I'll make it easy on it. I'll just retire. I'll go home. I had thought about it the last week or two that I was there, when you're wondering about your shoulder. Is it going to hold up? I had proved to myself that it could. I could continue to pitch. I didn't know in what capacity, and I guess that's the thing that I was more concerned about, because I had set such a high level for myself. I didn't want to not be able to reach it again. So, with everything that hit me all at one time, I just decided maybe the best thing for me is to walk away right now while I have a chance.
With the Gator, Ron Guidry, Louisiana Lightning, from Les Licks and Scarsdale. Ron, thank you so much for joining us.
You're quite welcome.